Do you remember a few weeks ago when the UK government released, the NHS and the UK government released the data on how many people actually lost their lives since 2020, directly linked to the virus and the whole situation in Wuhan? And the media then decided to go around and say, well, some people are taking advantage of this data and they're not really reading it properly, and it's fake news, misinformation, all the usual stuff. Well, we're having it on a whole new level in America. CDC and the Biden government, they're going around completely censoring all data now, up to a point where they want to block any release of real stats because they say they fear that people might see the truth, or, well, they say that they don't want people to spread misinformation. Fine, if that's your opinion, but why block it? Keep it open and have a discussion and debunk all theories. If you think that you're right, if you think people are wrong, debunk their theories, have a debate. Now, we have the CDC spokeswoman who said that, well, the reason for the slow release of data until now is because basically at the end of the day, it's not yet ready for prime time. What is this? Like boiled egg? Okay. Saying the priority when gathering any data is to ensure that it's accurate and actionable. That's interesting that you want to delay things and you want to slow things down because you want to make sure it's accurate and actionable. What happened to anything that happened between 2020 and now? All the daily data. You remember in the UK, in the US, and other places, you had governments and politicians and their health experts, medical experts coming on TV every single day, releasing their data. And that was fine. That didn't need to be slowed down to make sure it's accurate or actionable. They were just releasing it without actually scrutinizing. And they were wrong, because we know that most of the data that came out were not accurate, because they admitted, I'm not just saying it, they admitted, before I get censored, because they said, well, not everything was linked directly to the public health crisis. And so in that case, are you admitting that you were wrong, or are you claiming that you're basically trying to hide it because you don't want it to be misinterpreted or spread around like fake news? CDC are not really helping themselves anymore, especially when it comes to everybody else around that organization. But the data showed that the booster shots, for example, were least likely to benefit young people. So the third jab didn't really benefit younger people, younger adults especially as well, because the two shots already did the job. This is one of the data that they don't want it to be fully released because they are afraid that people might read them differently. How else would you read this? You just said it. I'm not really sure how else you can actually see it, because if you're really afraid of debate, then that's a whole different problem. Otherwise, keep it open. As I said, if people are using it for the wrong reasons, then debunk it, have a debate. Simple. But it's fascinating. Like, it's just one example of the data that we're seeing that's been censored essentially by CDC and Joe Biden's White House. Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Gonna come back. There's a few things to discuss with you guys. So subscribe, click on a bell next to it. That's the best way to get notified when I release the videos. Now, every day I keep mentioning this bell thing next to the notification, next to the subscribe button. There's a reason, because our videos do not get recommended anymore like before. So the best way to get notified is that bell. Click it. I'll be back very soon on my TC, and we are the media.